Hello and welcome to the stream. My name's Tim, and hopefully, all being well, you can hear me. And we're going to chat some Mass Effect. Let's have a quick look to make sure everything is in order, and then we'll get started. And we're going to chat some Mass Effect. Okay, everything looks in order. Let me know if you can't hear me or you can't hear the game. We'll play some multiplayer. Apologies for being late. Some technical difficulties as per usual with my Streamlabs. Just as I'm about to go live, everything decides it's going to crash. So it's always fun. All right. So we're going to talk some Mass Effect. Lots of information on the Legendary Editions has been released. I'm interested in your thoughts, so hit us up in the comments. Do you like it? Do you interested? Are you not that fussed? Is it going to look like a rip-off? What do you think? Is it going to be worth it? I've just modded out Mass Effect 1. I've put the allotment textures on there and the momentum textures on there, and because my rig isn't going to be powerful enough to run the new game. It'll meet the minimum specs, but it won't go for anything higher than the minimum. So I'm thinking, is it going to be worth it? As you, Annie, he's quite excited about it until the censoring stuff started popping up. Plus, not having this multiplayer that you're seeing right now as well. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on the censoring stuff. I think it might be slightly blown out proportion. I mean, it's only a bottom, really, isn't it, that they've changed. And there's a scene where Shepard sits down and talks to Miranda, and it's clearly made for a male Shepard because they sit with their legs wide open, which isn't very flattering for if you're playing as a female Shepard. So apparently they're going to raise the camera up so that it's not obvious that you can see right up the skirt. So, but there's a lot of like YouTubers and news sites that are saying, it's massively censored and trying to really rile people up. But I don't know. I don't think it would be that much of a big deal. But be interesting to see what they do. I thought when I first heard about the censoring thing, I thought it was actually going to be the romance scenes that they were going to be censoring out.
Down to the last enemy. Some fine work, team. Enemy is regrouping.
Hi, Matt. You agree about being blown out proportion? Showing off a book while you're talking to a kidnapped sister. I suppose it was a bit weird, wasn't it? I'm a bit worried about this multiplayer, if I'm honest with you. Because if they're moving forward with the Legendary Edition, then how, you know, are they going to then knock the servers off for this? Hi Nerdy Dude, how are you? Nice to see you here.
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Enemy force approaching.
I am all good, thank you very much. It's only a bit of a short stream, just a bit of a hangout session really. For those that don't know me, I've recently just had a baby, 2 weeks ago, so currently quite tired, but there was a lot of things going on and I can't keep up with the bigger YouTubers for getting videos out regarding all the new stuff, so I thought it'd be better just to have a bit of a hangout session and chat on your thoughts really. You agree with that, but if they're going to spend time censoring, then they should have put the effort in somewhere enhancing other aspects and working on the multiplayer, like tinkering with the Pinnacle Station. Yeah, I've got a video coming out on that this week actually, on the Pinnacle Station, so that should be dropping around about Wednesday or Thursday of this week. But yeah, I quite enjoy Pinnacle Station, to be honest. It's not the best out of the two that's available, but it's really good fun. Quite challenging as well. But yeah, the source code's been damaged for it, and they didn't really want to spend the extra time rebuilding it. So I'm planning to get rid of the multiplayer as far as I'm aware. Oh, that's good. That's good. I heard they didn't want to make... Oh, one for the legend. Oh, okay, that makes sense as well. Because, yeah, I mean, this is... I'm not a multiplayer fan, if I'm honest. But this is much better to hang out with on stream than just doing a playthrough. As you could probably tell, I'm no good at multiplayer. So yeah, I'm quite glad they're not getting rid of it. Notice doing good. Heard that devs did not expect the multiplayer would still be active. Oh, thank you very much. Or better yet, mate. See, I'm a big believer in Destroy being canon as well. I just, from the very start, Shepard said that, was it Shepard? No, it wasn't. It was Admiral Hackett, wasn't it? He said that the only good Reaper is a dead Reaper, and I have to agree with that. But yeah, when you speak to Sovereign first time on where is it, on Vermeer, and yeah, Shepard then says, you know, if you're a machine you can be stopped. So to me it's like that's the true ending. So I don't really get angry with you know, people get upset with the different endings and that, but to me there's only one ending, so I can live with that. Hey, hello Wood Guy, nice to see you again. Hope you're doing well. You're not a fan of either multiplayer. I tried the I don't know if you were there for that one. I tried the Andromeda multiplayer and I just couldn't get on with it. It's too much jumping. Just reminded too much of Halo for me. What are we doing? Where am I supposed to be going? Do you think the indoctrination theory is... I loved the indoctrination theory. I thought it was brilliant, and I'm really surprised they didn't roll with it. It was so well thought out. I don't know, they're not going with it though. I think there was an interview with Mac Walters where they've publicly denied it. But yeah, I thought it was great. I wonder what the premise of Mass Effect 5... Finding Shepard. Yeah, see, I'm two minds whether they should bring back Shepard or not. On one hand, they did say that his story, or her, his story was over. But there's that last scene, isn't there? That very last scene with the grandfather, where the kid says, "Tell me another story." And he goes, "Okay, one more story." So is that just kind of leaving just a little bit of a breadcrumb there, just to leave it open for you? So basically believes there's no way to control something so much more powerful. For instance, Vosis is bad too. And might be alive with the breathing. Yeah, that's absolutely right. There's supposed to be there's a mod as well. There's a happy ending mod, isn't there? But I've never actually tried that one. I've kind of got the feeling that the next Mass Effect's going to be like 600 years in the future. And they're going to be needing something that was part of the original. No, go away, go away. Part of the original Normandy crew or something. So that's why Liara's looking for it, and then she comes across that helmet piece, and it's kind of a reminiscence part. But yeah, he's going to be long dead. That's why I think it's going to be. I think it's just there just to tease you a bit. That's close. Can't see a lot of fans coming back after the remaster. It's just retexturing. And then 4 is nothing to do with Shep and the Normandy crew. Yeah, I mean... They did really well with the trilogy. I mean, I can't really say I haven't completed Andromeda, if I'm honest. I'm working towards it. But from what I have played, you don't quite resonate in the same way with Ryder that you do with Shepard. And so going back to Shepard, it's an easy win, isn't it, really? Because people love them. But then if you start a new character, you're going to run the risk of, are they going to enjoy it as much as... Or is it going to be another Ryder situation? Thank you very much, Nerdy Dude. That is really appreciated. Really appreciated. Especially in times like this as well. Don't ever feel that, you know, that you have to. My content will always be free, so... But yeah, I thank you. Right, it was a dumb shit. But you see, with Andromeda, you kind of get... Well, with... I've got writing a script for The Return of Shepard, and in it I do actually say that, you know, with Shepard, you set up the backstory, you get invested in Shepard before you even start playing as him. You kind of know where they've come from, you know what they've been through. Although you've not seen it, you kind of get the idea if, you know, if they're a goody two shoes or if they're a ruthless guy, or, you know, whether they've lived on ships for their entire life, that sort of thing. But with Andromeda, you get all that, but it's for Ryder Senior, so you know that they're the Pathfinder. You know that they're on a secret, you know, a brand new mission going forward, and that's all really well, but you don't play as them, and then they kill them off in the first like 20 minutes. So you kind of lost. You haven't got that attachment to the you know, Ryder Junior before you've started. So
Shuttles in LZ. You've got to move, soldier. Team secured. Way sweet. Well done.
you played the Andromeda as a female. Story was garbage, apart from the Remnant, but even the crew was boring. The Game of Thrones character was pandering. Yeah, I mean, she was popular at the time, wasn't she? It was Game of Thrones, and I don't know if it was because she was you know, the popular character is why they didn't make her a romance option, but probably didn't want the internet people saying that they've got it on with her. Yes, the Legendary Edition. I've pre-ordered it, but my PC will only work on minimum specs. So I'll do some videos on it, but I've got a feeling that I will probably revert back to the original, because I've modded it out now, so it could be on par with the Legendary Edition. Some great mods, so.
That's all of them. Good work. Enemy is still active. Stay alert. Ranking enemy personnel are on site.
She did with the scripts.
Take them out.
Liam's the worst. See, I didn't get to because you can get to a buddy stage with Liam, can't you? He's supposed to be your Garrus kind of replacement, isn't he? But I never actually played it far enough to get to that stage. I am working towards it, by the way. There will be, you will see some video footage on it eventually. I'm currently doing the suicide mission at the moment, capturing the video footage for that, so I'm going through the trilogy again.
Good job. Target offline. Last target is spotted. Take him down.
$59.99, is that the price? Yes. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's worth the full price? I mean, it is 3 games in one for the price of one, I suppose. They are improving the Mako, apparently. Liam's no Garrus. Oh, I suppose I better do some channel kind of housekeeping, shouldn't I? If you are enjoying the stream, please don't forget to give it a like. Old thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I'm gonna get that. I'll probably do that again in about 20 minutes. Hollywood guy, yeah, I saw a video on that about there's a YouTuber ranting about it. It's like $150 or something for the helmet. You get a helmet, 2 badges, and 2 bits of paper, and no game. It's like, wow, how can you not even put the game in there? Even if you put like a digital copy of it in or something. That's really bad. Really bad. You think the price is worth it? 3 games and all the yeah, that is. I mean, it's all the DLC as well, apart from Pinnacle Station. But yeah, all the DLC. I think it's worth it, to be honest. I mean, ask me again when I loaded it up and it looks bobbins, but. Going now. Best put on the not Citadel. Yeah, no, I don't. I wouldn't mind the helmet, to be honest, but I'm not going to pay a silly amount of money for that. What else? The I don't know what else they've said they've done there. Yeah, they've improved the Mako, haven't they? They've oh, the bars that you can see, the health bars on my screen here. Apparently, that's going to be unified across the board now. What else have they done? They've done a dedicated femshep now, so there's one that goes across the board. which I'm a bit, I don't know, a bit worried about, because I've got a pretty, well, I suppose it was the original model for Femshep, and I just kind of changed it out. But I played, oh my word, I've played so many times with that model. I'm a bit worried that they're not going to have that in the remaster. So. Ow. Finally, Keith shape. Original friendship from way back memory was long-haired ginger with green eyes. Oh, that was quite lucky. They've actually made the default one similar to your original creation. Apparently they've made, what do you call these ones? The Banshees. Apparently they've made them a bit easier to fight as well. When you go to that place where you have to get into that room, and there's like 2 or 3 of them that, you know, coming towards you right after you save Samara's sister. Apparently they made that fight a lot easier. Hey Xavier, you're okay. I'm going to be here probably for another 45 minutes, so not too late. I was a little late starting today because, as per usual, as I log on and try to get everything set up ready to stream, my Streamlabs decides it's going to crash on me, so I have to restart everything. So I'll make the time up. Samara's daughter, that's it, not sister. Yeah, because the Radak Yakshi, aren't they? 2 of them accept it, and then Monrith doesn't actually. Yeah, Nerdy, that's right. The you don't have to do New Game Plus to get to the highest level as well, which I think is a bit. I don't know why you do that. I suppose. Are we now living in a day and age where people don't want to replay games and they only want to play them once? Ooh. Have it. You're hating the long wait. That won't be now. It won't be too long now. Is it May 14th now? You can kill Samara and keep the daughter in the team or part of the team. You can. You can have Monrith as your team going forward, can't you? Reaching 60 in one place, nice, which means the Paragon Renegade checks will be easier to hit as well. So no more randomly killing that guy on Ferris because not enough Paragon. I suppose I didn't look at it that way. I wonder if that means that you don't have to just commit yourself to like a Paragon playthrough or a Renegade playthrough, because it does kind of funnel you down just selecting one answer all the time, doesn't it? Let's go and see if we can open some packs. See what we've got. One, two. Oh, we'll do another round, and we can open a premium Spectre pack. Arsenal pack, reserves pack. Yeah, if we can actually make Paragon and Renegade without stressing or restarting, so that's quite good, to be fair, because then you can actually play and not think, well, I'd rather say this, but I need to answer Renegade all the time, even though I don't agree with what the actual response is.
This is an intel-rich base.
Don't recognise this map. I did not know that, Xavier.
You're on the clock. Get it done.
I know in Mass Effect 3, if you killed Miranda, you can actually see her ghost on the Citadel, which I think is probably just but it doesn't work the other way around if you kill Caden Vermeer. I don't know if that's just like it was a glitch or something, but apparently it's Ghost Ashley. I did not know that, Nerdy. I remember that you had to take your squad mates out. That was like a replay factor as well, wasn't it? Because you had to take your squads out so many times to get, you know, you'd be like, you was always with the starry teammate, or always with the Turian teammate, but you couldn't get that all in one playthrough. You had to do it a couple of times to be able to get all those achievements.
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Here they come.
I was not a fan of Jacob either. I don't know what about it is about it. It's just, I don't know. And there's a really cringy bit as well in Mass Effect 2. Well, if you're playing as a femship, you can go and say, you know, I want to get to know you a bit more, but the way she kind of leans on the table and she's like, I just want to get to know you a bit more. It's like, no, I'm not really interested in that. And you're like, almost forced me to like say that, you know, she's interested in him in more of a professional manner.
Enemies inbound. All clear. Good work. Enemy forces at half strength. They've got one of our drones. We need its contents uploaded before.
Fantastic. Romanson just dumps her and knocks up on another woman.
Got it. Let's go.
Yeah, I did actually do a romance on him back in the day. You can actually I think you either slap him or you can have a proper go at him in Mass Effect 3 for doing it. And he's like, he has no remorse.
Squad member down. Keep at it. You're close to the attack site.
Speed mod engaged. Providing assistance.
You always kill Jacob in the suicide mission. How do you kill him? Is it the armor? He suggests the armor, doesn't he? So if you don't upgrade the armor to the ship, is that how you kill Jacob off? Yeah, I'm quite surprised that the because of the all the assets and stuff were there for a Caden romance, wasn't there? But they didn't put it in. Like all the dialogue and stuff's there, so I'm quite surprised if they've not put that back in. because you can do it in Mass Effect 3. So. I would be interested, Giovanni, to see if they change Tally's face, because that was just a stock photo, wasn't it, that they altered. I've wondered if they actually did something with that to improve it, or if they've just not bothered.
Outstanding work. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Enemies inbound.
Acknowledged.
Oh, is it just not doing his loyalty mission without getting killed? See, I've never actually managed to get Jacob killed, so I'm thinking, who replaces him in Mass Effect 3? Because they all have somebody to replace them, don't they? It's usually Morden that I end up getting killed. Run away, run away, run away. Too busy reading the chat.
That was close.
I better have changed that picture. YouTube.
Some good work down there. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
That's got a more detailed face. I can honestly say I've not seen that one. Somebody got him, yeah. Yeah, because by the sound of it, they haven't put any of the cut content back in at all,
Stay alert.
which I thought they would have done, especially if it's there. It's not like they've got to remake anything. It's just a case of tweaking stuff, isn't it? Have I read the Mass Effect novels too? I've only read Redemption. Revelations with Saren and Captain Anderson. I read that one, and I did start Retribution, but I never actually got it finished. I read all the comics though. I love the comics. I need to do another video on like another comic. Is Morden romanceable? No, Morden's not romanceable. Although you can shoot him in the back, which is what I did the very first time that I found out that I could do that. Oh, wow. Both dead. Oh, I think I am dead. Like, proper dead. Ah, never mind. The Kroganers. When we talk about the remastered, feels like it's a cash grab and suck people in for the inevitable Mass 5 that has no Shepherd and barely any Liara. It might well be. There's people saying, "Oh, I wonder if we'll be playing as Liara," but you've never played as a preset character, have you? So why would they show her in the trailer? Unless it is just a red herring. But apart from that trailer, apparently everything was, well, I mean it's going to be anyway, but everything was very intentional of what they showed us. Probably too much effort to the devs to add the cut content, which would probably change some of the story, and then it'd be a remake. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that is possible. I suppose how much you change though, isn't it? If you're only adding, because I mean, if you think about the Resident Evil 1, I suppose that is a class as a remake though, isn't it? Because although it is exactly the same story, they do add little bits here and there. So yeah, maybe they would have been better off doing a remake. I know, same. I mean, I've already got my pre-order in. It might be a cash grab, but at the end of the day, they are making improvements to bring it up to speed. Because Mass Effect 1 hasn't aged well at all, really, is it? If you think about it, it looks pretty if you got some mods on it, but from today's standards, it is really. It's really showing its age.
Nice job. Get back to the extraction zone.
See, Jamali, they have to make something to do with Andromeda. They have to, because the game didn't perform as well as they expected, and they put it on ice because of it. And all the troubles that went around it. So if they just ignore it, that's them admitting that it was a failure, which they don't want to do. So if they can bring it back into the fold, then it's a bit of redemption for them, isn't it? Oh, get off. I've just been killed by, like, bees or something. Oh, is it the swarmers? Of course it is. I'm playing the collectors. No, I'm fighting the collectors, aren't I? It's the swarms. Oh, he's dead. He's getting...
Good job. Get back to the evac zone.
Watch it!
It's very true. Yeah, they have. I think everybody would be quite happy if they just kind of forgot about it and went back to the Milky Way. But yeah, I don't think that they BioWare want to go down that route. It would turn off so many people. It's a risk, isn't it? It is a risk that they're going to have to do. You know, not have to do, but I hope that they don't mess it up. I hope they take the time that they need to make sure it's a decent game and not rush it like they did with Andromeda.
Enemies inbound.
So many plot holes, not even funny.
Top marks, team. Enemy is regrouping.
Do you think they'll make a remaster of Dragon Age? I should imagine so. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. If they've done it for Mass Effect 1, I think that's an easy win for them. To do an original Dragon Age one, bring that one up to speed graphic wise. Played 18 months.
Needs help.
That's right, no, the game was in development for about 5 years,
Enemy down to 50%.
but they kind of wasted 3 of them.
Enemy forces have stolen a classified
Um,
device. That's your top priority. Object has been nice job. Get back to the extraction zone. Object has been cleared. Good work. Reaper tech has been spotted in your area. We need that object. Find it.
Ow.
Good. Object is lost. Find it. Outstanding. Get back to the evac zone. Squad needs help. Object has been recovered.
Actually 16 months, the other 2 were mostly working on the promo stuff.
I'm here.
Well done. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
If Andromeda would have had more time, attention, detail.
Enemies approaching.
I completely agree with that. It would. They've already proved they can do that by making the trilogy. So yeah, they just need the time and the resources and the direction. Really, I think that's what it apparently what it was, wasn't it? The lack of direction for the game.
Headshot!
I'd be definitely up for a remake of Dragon Age 1 and 2. That's for sure. I loved the story of 2. But again, it was just another rushed jobby, wasn't it? Yeah, I think they could really do something with that. And I completely agree with you again, Giovanni. They need to give me closure on my Warden. Because it's just being lost is just. I know he's not going to appear in another game, but oh no, we couldn't find him. It's not really an answer, is it?
Outstanding work.
Dark Energy is also an issue in Andromeda. Maybe they'll go the original trilogy ending. Quite possible.
Enemies approaching.
Copy that!
So they haven't got Drew Cription. I can't see however you say his name. He's the guy that wrote the books and the first two games, I think it was. And he's like a proper, really good storyteller. He's married to the Queen of Feldon. I never actually did that. I never actually married her. Couldn't stand her. Her and the other one. What was it? Tigan! Tigan! Couldn't stand her either.
We've got intel that strategic enemy personnel are on site. Locate those targets. You know what to do.
You think if Andromeda had DLC, it would have been good. Well, again, apparently there was so much uproar because there was supposed to be the Quarian arc, wasn't the DLC? And that got scrapped and it got concluded in a book. Ow.
Time is short. Good job. Target offline. New strategic target is in play.
DLC come in book form. Yeah. Basically, under the table and forgot about immediately. Yeah, that's exactly it. Personally, I think they should have stuck with Andromeda, and they should have, like they did with No Man's Sky, where it had an awful launch, but they stuck with it, and apparently, I've never played it, but apparently they made it into a really good game. But yeah, they kind of just abandoned it, didn't they? It didn't perform how they wanted, so they went, oh well, we'll forget about that and just not follow up with it. I think if they kept a team on it, they could have improved it and made it better. And I suppose it's all business early, isn't it? Hi there, gaming. How are you doing? You're coming in just at the end here. I'm only going to stay for one more. I'm going to have one more game, and then I'm going to call it a night, because I'm probably going to be up in about 3 hours to feed the baby. So, but you are more than welcome to come chat. Oh, it's one of our guys. I'm trying to kill my own guy now. Look. Come and chat. We are chatting some Mass Effect and some Dragon Age. See, I never was interested in Anthem at all. Didn't float my boat whatsoever. I've never played it. Man, blew his head off. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription. Nice to have you on board. I do weekly Mass Effect videos. Sometimes you get a bonus one as well if there's some news out. But I do work full time, so I can only commit to it once a week, I'm afraid. But what kind of games to play? It's just Mass Effect at the moment. I mean, there are some older videos on my channel from like Resident Evil and some Star Wars stuff on there. But yeah, no, I just focus on Mass Effect now. Yeah, so we'll do one more round. We're going to open a box. What's in the box? We'll open a box, and then we'll do one more round, and then we'll call it a night there. Premium Spectre Pack. Right, what we've got here. Module, Med Gel, Vorcha. And the new shotgun. Powers. We got detonates. Warp. Damage and duration. No, I don't play GTA, PUBG or Fortnite. never heard this game, you search for it and go here. Oh, well, thank you for joining. Mark Darrah's, yes. Isn't Mark Darrah and Casey Hudson both left, aren't they? See, that sounds very suspicious to me as well, with Casey Hudson leaving. You would have thought that with the trilogy being really successful and being his baby, you would have thought that he'd want to carry on, but unless he's getting bored of the series, I suppose.
That's all of them. Good work. Enemy is regrouping. Enemies approaching.
Was Matt Walters involved in the original trilogy? Was he? Because I know he's the director now, isn't he? He's taken over from Casey. No, because Casey was general manager. He's taken over. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. But he's now the director of Mass Effect. But was he
Is down to half strength.
involved in the original?
We've got intel that some high-value personnel are on location. Find those targets. You know what to do. Target eliminated. We have a new strategic target on the field. Half the targets are down. Keep on. We've marked the new target. Confirmed. Target down. Last target is spotted. Take him down. Targets are down. Let's wrap this up.
More EA or more BioWare?
Squad member needs help.
I'm here.
I would say it's probably a bit of both, to be honest. I would say they wouldn't want to give up. BioWare wouldn't want to give up on the franchise because the trilogy was that successful.
Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
But EA are going to be right. You can't mess this up, sort of thing.
Here they come.
So if they're kind of greenlit on the Mass Effect 5, they're going to have to be. It's going to have to be good, because if it turns out to be like an Andromeda failure again, it would be the death of Mass Effect, wouldn't it?
That's all of them. Good work. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload. Enemies approaching.
Where's she gone? Where's she gone? It's not good.
Top marks, team.
Clear.
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Enemy force approaching.
Yeah, about 5 minutes.
He's asleep still. You're right for a couple.
Yeah.
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 Just didn't really bottom.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Enemies down. Good shooting. Enemy is regrouping. Important intel buried in network down there. Requisition a local server to upload data.
Copy that. Move out. Flush it.
We need the upload ASAP.
Off you.
Minimize Andromeda and showcase Shepard and Normandy crew. Bring back the old players. See, that would be a safe bet, wouldn't it? Would really be a safe bet, is to bring back. But how do you? You can't. If Andromeda's going to be incorporated into the next game, how do you bridge the gap? Because it took 600 years from the end of Mass Effect 3 to Andromeda for them arriving. Unless they do a
Outstanding.
Shepard's frozen in ice situation where they throw him out 600 years later.
That's all of them. Good work. Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
Andromeda was a dream.
Get to the extraction area.
Acknowledged. Task received.
You don't do anything with Andromeda, but you do something with the initiative. Do you mean like set it? Set it before the original team arrived there in Andromeda. I suppose that could work.
LZ spotted. Get going.
Just hope that.
Extraction complete. That's all of them. Good work.
Probably the dark energy stuff. Ah, very good. But you see, that could actually work, couldn't it? Because it. Yeah, Liara was well aware of it. There's that there's voice recording, isn't there, between her and Alec regarding the trip. So but the problem with having it set so close to the end of Mass Effect 3 is that you've got Mass Effect 3's ending problem, haven't you? And if they're not having destroyers canon, which they could have done in this remaster, then you're going to open up old wounds, aren't you? So, right guys, I want to say a massive thank you for hanging out with me today. It's been great with the chat. If you enjoyed the stream, please could you give it a thumbs up. Next video should be out Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. It's going to be looking at Pinnacle Station, the missing DLC from the remaster. So be sure to head out for that. And yeah, I hope to see you in the comment section. And thank you very much for coming.